It's week 5 of the 2025 season, and we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 22. It's the Broncos and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 83 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Off the play fake, Nix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
ETN once more.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap, and again to ETN.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
To the air goes Daniels.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Nix.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 19. To throw is Nix.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Daniels. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. ETN up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with ETN. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Daniels looking to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. A give, it's ETN off the option. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
ETN bringing in another one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. To throw, here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Kamara up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Ty Zentner now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Off the option, here's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Greg Dulcich.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Nix to the air. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. That one taken in by Neighbors. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Steps away to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So a touchdown. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Nix. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Kamara. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Nix. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Daniels. Steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, ETN. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Commanders Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Daniels on the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
ETN on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Daniels. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Nix. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off the play fake, Nix. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Nix to the air. And this is going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming left is Kamara. Broken tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Alvin Kamara. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.